My name is Evan Prodromou. I'm a software developer and one of the two co-founders of a company called Fuzzy.io. We build an API called Fuzzy.io that lets you use rules and lets them learn. We built the company because we were dealing with problems, dealing with the kind of software issues that a lot of us deal with in building real-world applications. Things like price optimization, showing the right price to the right user. Route optimization, showing a car or a person how to get from point A to point B the best way. Making recommendations, especially in e-commerce areas of products or people. Matching buyers or sellers in a marketplace, or scoring leads in a marketing automation or a sales automation system. These were all problems that I and my co-founder were dealing with, and we were having a lot of problems implementing in our software. The typical way to solve these kind of problems in a 2015, 2016 company is to build it out of procedural code. Build it in your Ruby or your Python or your PHP. Build an algorithm that, say, takes in a lot of data about your environment, about people, about products, and puts out some kind of score or string or something that is an indicator of the decision that you've made. The problem with this is that these algorithms tend to get very complex very quickly in procedural code. Often they have hard-coded magic numbers that you tweak a little bit to make them work, but you don't really have any kind of understanding about where they come from. The algorithms tend to be very complex, almost impossible to test across the range of your data. And you're never really sure if they're really right. You know, it's like, it's close enough. Your product people don't complain about it, but it's never really sure, are you getting the best out of your algorithm. Other approaches, and probably the newest approach, is to look at machine learning for making this kind of decisions. And that can be really useful. The great thing about machine learning is that you do get that optimization, and you do know that, you know, for some version of right, your algorithm is working just right. The problem is that, well, there are a few problems. One is that you have to have a lot of data to train a machine learning system, a neural network. It is not an easy process. It does require some skill in supervising a training system. And the people who do this are in high demand, so they're actually pretty expensive, hard to get to. Probably the biggest thing is that you do have to go through a lot of suboptimal performance for a long period of time to generate the data in order to do your training. So my co-founder and I looked at different possibilities for dealing with these situations, and we came upon the solution, the algorithm that we implemented is Fuzzy.io. Fuzzy.io is a mechanism for starting off with a system of rules that are complementary, that can work together, that can be very simple, that represent your company's knowledge about your business. These rules can then be optimized automatically based on production use. So after you've put together your rule set, put it into production, and implemented a feedback loop, those rules will get better and better and make better decisions over time. What we do is provide a very simple API that hides most of the complexity of this algorithm and lets people concentrate on how their business works and not on how the algorithm works. So classic example might be, say, choosing a driver for a taxi service or a driving service. Defining those rules in a very clear language, and that's what Fuzzy.io lets you do. You could say that drivers who are closer should be a better match for picking up a customer. Drivers who haven't had a fare tonight should be favored. And we're able to combine multiple rules that are potentially conflicting in a way that will smoothly come out with the right answer for your business. And we also provide an audit trail that says why we came out with those solutions, something that's very difficult to do with machine learning. Probably the biggest part of what we do is that we have a feedback mechanism based on your own performance metric, so whether it's revenue, whether it's user ratings, whether it's clicks, that lets you feedback into the system, and then we use that feedback to train the algorithm and improve it over time. Fuzzy.io is currently in a private beta, but we are looking for developers who are interested in building on our API and are interested in building more intelligence into their applications. Web applications and mobile applications are the ones that we're most interested in. So we do have free trials for folks who are interested if you go to Fuzzy.io. We are also offering a coupon code ConFoo 2016. If you come using that coupon code, we have 3 months free of our premium product. So we think that APIs for implementing AI are a great way for people who are familiar with coding for APIs to start putting more smarts into their software. Thanks.